hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Hi. I have not brought Heather out in so long. And now I'm trying to find me on the page. You know how that goes. There we are. Woohoo. Let's hope the volume's all the way. Whoa. Wrong way. There we go. I missed her. It took me the longest time to find her after I moved into here. Or it might have been the other room too. So let me put her back. So she's up there. Whoop, almost fell off the chair. You know me. Here we go. We're already starting with our bloopers. All right. So how is everybody today? And welcome to Notice Nutty Crafts. So if you're here, just pop in and say hi. Hi, hi. How are you? Hey, if you guys have noticed down below, I have stars now. Stars are going to, not to me, they're going to be going to Alzheimer's. Not Alzheimer's, excuse me. That's my other friends. Project Second Warrior. How do you, good gracious. Because my father was a veteran and, you know, we're military, you know, retired military. So, you know, it all needs to go to some good causes. So here we go. So today, what are we going to do? We're going to take this heart with some mesh and a wreath frame, some little hearts, some jute, and we're going to make a wreath. I got two of these, so if we get, we'll depend on time, we might make two. All right. So everybody's been asking me, even though I did a video on how to make, you know, the door hangers that I was making with the hearts. I did it with triple hearts. I did it with a bigger heart. So this is on the same size heart that I've been doing. But I thought we'll go ahead and we'll make another one. All right. So I'm going to switch you guys over to the side here so you can see, because this is how I did it. Now, last time I don't think I showed you how I actually cut the frames. Now, if you have a good pair of hand pliers, hey, that works. I don't. Ooh. So for this frame, I'm only going to use one of these sections. This is a Dollar Tree frame. And so I'm using my cutter. Now I want to make sure when I do this that I want to keep this part, you know, for on my frame for what I'm going to use. So, and I might have to stand up to put a little bit of pressure on this. Because it only cuts like 2 at a time. So let's go ahead and cut the other side. And this is where sometimes I made the mistake and I cut the wrong ones. I cut the wrong side. Cut. Yeah, okay. So we're going to do the same thing here. See, I almost did it again on the wrong side of the little bar, the little section thing. Ouch, my finger stuck. And we're going to do this side as well. So what you get out of it is one section. And like I said, you have to have these going down the side. Now this is in the waist. I can cut it off here, you know, and use either of these to make other sections if I'm doing more of these, or for a bigger wreath. So for now, we're just going to stick it out of our way. Then what you can come back and do, I'm going to see if these work. These are new, so I'm not sure, is the little pieces that are at the end. Oh, it worked. Just to take off the, you know, it's just a little bit of an edge. I don't know where that piece went to. Oh, I see it. Oh, good God, I need better clippers. Okay. Oh, I was like, where did that go? And let's just do these. And that's because I can't get this really close because of the way the rail is. Well, that one flew off somewhere. Oh, wait, no, I got all three so far. Yay. Good God. Good gracious me. Okay. So we got that cut. So let's put this away. Put our little safety lock on there. And here we go. In the trash. And here comes my dog. Nope, go away, y'all. Go away. I didn't shut my door because since I'm the only one here right now, you know, gotta keep them both in here. Hey, hi. I figured I'd split the frame so I'm not like talking to myself and you don't think I'm paying attention to anything you guys are saying. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So now that we got that done, how are we going to attach this to here? Pretty simple. We're just going to take it and we're going to lay it on top, not behind. You don't want to do this because you're going to be covering up the rails. You want to put it on top. Now, before I do that, because I got these funky little thingamajig. Can you guys hear my dog's toenails coming in and out of here? Crazy. We're going to put this in first. And I'm going to use the center rail. See if I can get it. I did try this on another piece of the rail. I might have to bend this one just a little bit to get it in this side. Come on. Oh, come on. To cut another rail. Hold on, y'all. Because I slid it through a different side. Okay. They're not even. They're not even. So let's see if I could just open it enough to get it in. Oh, yay. There's one. We're going to put 3 in. I think 3 is going to be enough. I think that's what I did on the other one when I made these. Oh, gosh. Get up in there. Get up in there. Yay. Whew. That was like that was fun. The other side should go in easy. Hopefully. So I'm just threading them through. Now normally if you're just using regular pipe cleaners, you're not going to go through this whole hassle what I'm going through. But because I chose to use these, you know, I had to be difficult for myself, you know. Here we are. Hello, good morning, good morning. Hey you guys, listen. Hit on my head if you want to. Hit anywhere on my head. Can you hear it? 3 little dots are going to pop up on the top right hand of that screen. And what I would love for you to do, you're going to hit the notifications, and that way you get notified when I go live. And look at all that pretty picture there. The LSF that I would love for you guys to do as well. Okay? So if you don't mind. What happened here? Look, I put the same one through the thing instead of the other one. Well, that was pretty silly of me, wasn't it? Oh, no, there it is. So I'm just going to twist these up right now just to keep them a little bit out of my way. Just doing it that way. Okay. So let's just knock them down in one direction. That will make my life easier. Oh, it looks like earrings. So now what we're going to do, we're going to attach it to our frame. So I'm going to use zip ties to do this. So I have some black zip ties. I chose black just because the frame is dark. This is dark. If I used white, it probably would stand out pretty good. So I got to decide how far off I want to do it. I just want it so that my corners here touch onto the frame. Okay, just my corners. Take my zip tie. Gonna bring that baby in. I'm not gonna make it really tight yet because I want to get the other one on. Which way am I doing it? This way. There we go. And this way, when I'm doing it, I can pull the zip ties out so that I have my rail where I want it on my heart. I want it, you know, in the center, of course. And then once I get it where I want it to be, I'm going to go ahead and start pulling down on my zip ties. You got to watch it because the rail does want to slide up on you. So make sure you're holding it down where you want it to be. Okay. That's pretty centered. Pull it tight, pull it tight. And I'm having it so that when I cut this off, these things are facing into the rail. I don't want them facing backwards into, you know, there. So just a FYI. And let's see. Ooh, these snip really good. These, I got these for Christmas. They have a spring in it, and it's so much easier than my other ones. Like my other ones, just taking a tool. Oh, so nice. They're just springs open, not using your finger to make it go open. I just love that. Love those. All right, so now we got them. We have our 3. We're going to use 3. So let's put that aside. We've got to cut our nut. This is the one I'm going to use as our base on it, and this is going to be our little ruffles, okay? Or curls, rather, not ruffles. And I don't have my mesh roller up. Oh well, that's okay. So we're going to roll this baby out. I'm going to cut the edge here, just a little bit more fraying than I would like. Gives it a nice clean edge to start everything off with. Oh, missing part of my lines there. So we're going to take this, what is this? 10, 20. Okay. I just have to measure it because usually I go the other way and I'm going backwards since I'm on the screen. So it's going to be kind of weird. So 6 and 6 is 10, with another 6 makes it 20. Right? Let's see if that measures out 20. Yep, it does. All right, so we're going to cut 3 of these, y'all. Get that cut and 1 more. And usually I'd have all this prepped and do it with y'all ready, but I decided to do with y'all because this is a really easy project to do, and I was like, I could be done in like 5 minutes, you know, and I chose to do it with you guys. Make sure I got all these answered. Okay. The hearts, these came from Hobby Lobby. You could probably find them at Michael's or someplace else. Didn't I cut 3? Oh, here we go. We're going to cut this. It's going to be my inside curl, so to speak. Hi, Kai. Hi. She's never come in here. How you doing, big girl? With the puppies being over there, she doesn't get that much attention anymore. So. All right, so these guys we're going to just cut at 10 inches. And again, we need 3 of these. And I'm doing this backwards, which is so weird. So weird. All right. If we need more, we can always add more. But I think 3 is going to be enough for this. Stay. 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 Good morning. Good morning. All right. So let's take the frame. Let me put this away before I wind up cutting myself, because you know I'm notorious for that. Put these off to the side. And we're going to take these guys first. And all I'm going to do, there are so many ways you can do ruffles. You can just, you know, curl it in or whatever. I like to put, this is just a me thing, I like to kind of fold it in half basically, and then I like to ruffle it up. And that way, to me, it stays like that. So you can do all these at one time if you have a bow dabber. I sat on mine, so I don't have one. I keep saying, every time I go to the store, I like my bow dabber, you know, because that was the first bow making thing that I learned on. And I learned how to make Lisa bows on those. So it's like, oh, I miss my bow dabber. So I'm just going to make these and put these all in here. I have my 4-in-1 tool, and I should have had that set up. That's actually over there. But, okay. So, you could do it like this or like this. We're going to do it so it goes across, because I wanted to really fill this up as much as possible. Okay, so let me move my little zip, my little bunch of hearts out to the side. And then I'm just going to twist it once around. Okay, you can do this as you go, or you can do it separately. I'm going to do one. I'm just loosely rolling this. I'm not making it so squishy, so tight. And I want a little wonky there. So there we go. That's much better. Try to keep them as even as I can up there. I'm going to put this one in the middle. I'm going to put my curl, my rough edge side facing down. And I think I may unwind this one. Yep. And there we go. And this is going to look cute with the little hearts sticking up in there. And then you can take it and you can fluff out this, the bottom ruffle, pull it out, however you want. But I think that's going to look cute. So let's get our next one going. Oops. Oopsie. Are you going to just stand there? I guess so. So let's put our next one in. Again, we're going to put it going widthwise or horizontal to everything. And my comments are kind of wonky here today. Usually I can see it. Hello, lady. How are you? And then do the same thing here. Roll it up. Put it in there. Rough side facing down. And we're going to open this up one. These aren't quite as long. There we go. Now don't pull too hard because you don't want to pull these off on top there. You got to remember that. And if that does happen, you can just use some hot glue. Just stick it in the hole where on the heart, and then you can put it right back in. Voila. Oops. Let's make these a little bit more even, these hearts. There we go. And let's curl this one up. Whoops. A little bit too loose on that one. So what is everybody doing? It's the craziest thing. Our weather has been weird. That's all I have to say. It's not cold enough. It's not killing off all the weeds, you know, and all those, you know, probably bugs that are flying around or whatever. And then I saw a salt truck out. I was like, with the snowplow, I was like, am I missing something? Because I could swear the news said we're not getting anything for a while. Usually by now we've had snow. I mean, big time. So look, see how nice and full that is? It's just a simple little thing. And look how cute that looks. Oops, let me get that ruffle out there. We love mesh because it loves to stick to everything. Bring that ruffle around a little. And look how cute. You don't even have to put tails if you don't want to. But we're putting tails in this, y'all. So my tails today are gonna be this one, if you guys can see. And I think I'm gonna use, whoops, wrong one. Wrong ones, y'all. Wrong ones. Back up, Carolyn. See, I put this stuff over here and I usually don't. Wrong one. We're gonna use these two. So I'm bringing in just a little bit of black, just for some fun. It's really pretty cute ribbon with the glitter on it, and then just a, you know, one that says love and everything else. They're 1.5 inch. This, for me, in making this, I don't think a 2 inch, a whole stick here. I think a 2 inch is going to be too much. Okay. So normally you would cut your tails maybe, 13, 14 inches long. These tails, we're only going to cut them at 12 inches long. Okay. So let me get the measuring out. So 6 and 6 is 10, 11, 12. So we only need 3 of them. Oops. All right. And I really like this. I found this ribbon. Where did I find this? I think it was Hobby Lobby, wasn't it? Yeah. And it's just so pretty. And I found it, sometimes you get, some ribbon at, Michael's, Hobby Lobby and all. It's like, not so good, So you go ahead and you got to find it somewhere else. But this ribbon is really, it's really pretty and really easy to work with. And it does, and it's a wired ribbon. So we're dovetailing, or me, dovetailing the edges, or the ends. So that one's done. I roll it up for right now. Oh, ouch, I stuck myself with it. And then we got this one. This one has about love. Just kind of a cute one. Ooh, there we go. All right, so let's cut 3 of these. One, 2, and 3. All right, see? Easy peasy. Easy peasy. So we'll go ahead and we'll just cut all those edges off and dovetail them. I know, cut them all off. That was weird. Just want to cut them so they look pretty. Hi. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Hi, baby. And in the box. All right. So I just thought bringing a little black, little different, so everything's not black and white. And you could do it either way if you want the wording on top here. I'm putting the black on top because there's so much red in there. I want the black to stand out a little bit. Now you got to watch out because these does have a right way. You don't want it upside down when you put it in. And we're just going to put this in. You're going to take it, fold it in half, scrunch it up, and we're going to put it right in there. Twist it, and look how cute it looks with the little hearts in there. Now you can spread it out if you want it to go on an angle. Let's see which way we want it to go. I think I want it to go like that. I don't know, I've been in this mood lately like this. One ribbon, both ribbons down on one side, just like that. I think that looks cute with the little hearts in there. That looks cute. Good morning, good morning. I know I'm on early, aren't I? I literally had to go to the post office to mail something today, and I was like getting ready to go, and I went, oh, post office isn't even open yet. I was on the ball. On the ball. And I was just like, well, I guess I'll just go there, sit in the car, and do my social media. Now, one thing I am doing, just to let y'all know, I'm working on my business stuff. And one of the things, you have to get domains and stuff. And I have a domain, but this other program doesn't like it, So I'm keeping known as Nutty Crafts. Don't worry about that. But it may be like known as Squirrels or something. And I'll let you guys all know, once I get it all set up. It's just going to take me a little bit because it's only me, myself, and I doing it. But I'm working on all my little projects here to get it all up and going, and so it's just going to take a little bit, but I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here. All right, so let's put the last one in. And you can wind this as many times as you want. Let's wind this one just a little bit more, so the hearts are a little bit closer on it. The more you wind it, the closer they get. Look how cute. Let's bring these up a little bit, because this is going to hang facing out. It's not like a wreath where you're looking down. Let me change that one, because you're going to be looking right at this. All right, so look at, there's our bottom. Isn't that cute? Cute, cute, cute. Half of it's done. Here comes the easy part. We got to make a bow. But we're going to use just the same 2 ribbons that we did. But before we do that, we're going to make our hanger part. All right. So now you can use jute that has the wire in it, or you can use the jute that doesn't have any, wire in it, which is what I choose to use. And the reason being, if I'm shipping this and it has the wire in it, I mean, you can ship it where it lays, totally flat out, or you can ship in a little smaller box where, let's pretend this is your bow. Your bow can kind of sit here on it, so you can ship it in a smaller box. So that's why I choose to use this. If I did it with the wire on it, then the customer's got to try to manipulate and bend it to make it, hang straight on their door. That's just a me thing. You can do whichever way you choose. So now we're going to decide how long we want this. So you can hang it from the middle, or you can do 2 sides, 2 things from the side. Totally up to you how you want to do it. I choose to go from the side. So I'm just going to lightly tie this just once over, just to kind of get an idea of how long I want this to be. Now I think I made them, I think I said it was like 27 inches. No, that's too much. Too much. Oop. You never should wear sweaters when you're working with deco mesh. Let's get this out as long as I want it, because we want the bow to hang down to a point, but we don't want it covering the heart either. So this is going to make this approximately about 30 inches. I think I had it about 27 inches hanging. So right about here, give or take, not rocket science. What I do is I form a loop up here, because I want this to be the part where they hang it. So what I'm going to do is just tie this off. It doesn't need to be really big on it, just because, it's a door hanger. It's not, I mean, even if they use a command hook or a nail in the wall. Okay. And I'm going to use this to help, the knot to help secure my bow. So now that I got that in, I'm going to go ahead and take this, and I'm going to tie it. I think I actually tied it in the middle, if I recall. Hold. When you make things so many times, sometimes you forget what you did. But I'll know in 2 seconds, because I have it right here. I did it in the middle. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing. So we're going to switch this up. But like I said, you could do it either way. Take that back off. Go back to you guys so I can see comments. Okay. So I'm going to make this just a little bit longer. So what I did, I'm going to show you on this one, since we don't have to deal with the deco mesh. I use this center piece right here, is what I did to tie off my thing, my rope, my cord. And what I did tie this here, and I tied it in a knot here. And then this is what I brought up to the top. Okay, and then I did the same thing in forming my loop up there to hold on my door hanger. So let's get this straight even. And what I want to do is have this going behind. I don't want the knot showing in the front. Tie it from behind. That's all I'm doing. Okay. You tell I'm running out of jute there, but I did buy some more. Then you go ahead and you make your decision of how long and how tall you want it to be. If my bow is going to hang down, let's say from here to here, give or take. Let's make my knot of this up top here. We're going to cut that off, and I'm going to make a second knot right here because I want to use that to help hide from my bow. So we're going to make, this is where the door hanger is going to be. So I just adjust my knot accordingly to where I want it. Cut off the excess. Probably should save that. And I'm going to adjust this up just a hair, because my loop doesn't need to be that big. No, it doesn't. There we go. Okay, so you have the part here, which is just going to hang, and then you have a loop here where you're going to go ahead, and that's where the door hanger is going to be. So now we get to create our bow. Yay! I'm going to make space. Okay, again, I'm only using these two ribbons. It's not going to be a big, you know, funky little bow at all. Okay, it's just enough to give it a little detail up at the top. This is a small item, so we don't need it to be so big. So decide how long you want your tails to be. And how you can decide is when you take this here, you can lay it out and figure out, you know, that what is that about? Oh, that's almost 8 inches. I think we'll make it about 7 inch, the tail hanging down from the bow, because I still want a lot of this to show. I might even go 6. Yeah, 6 inches. Okay. And again, only a couple of loops are going to be made on this. And what I'm going to do is switch you guys so you guys just see me over here, so it makes it, because it comes out a little bit bigger for you. So we did a 6 inch tail. This has the numbers on it here. Okay. And this is only going to be, we'll make it 4 inches, okay? Again, it's not made to be a big bow at the top. Actually, I'm going to make it 3. Because it's not about the whole bow at the top. It's about the heart. And we're going to put 2 loops on the bottom here. And that's all it's going to be. That's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. 2 loops. Okay, just like that. Now, you don't have to do tail. If you want to do a different bow, Lisa bow, this is the Terry bow. It's up to you. Oh, did I run out? No. So this is going to be my little one that lays on top. And I'm just going to bring this in just a slightly smaller one. And this is only going to be 1 loop. Just enough to give a little detail there. If you want to check your loop sizes, you can either use the markers here. And this one's a little bit too, so it's going in about, oh, not quite 2. Well, I guess we could go 2, make it easier. There we go. 2 inches it is. So you could go 2.5, whatever, your choice. Your choice. Now, we're going to hope to be, I keep my little scraps of pipe cleaners. And I hope I do have one long enough. Oh, I do, in red. Yay! So that way I can go ahead and just use a smaller one instead of using such a bigger one. Just going to tie it because it's only going to tie to the top there. Just like this. Squeeze it in. Twist it a couple of times. Make sure my tails are where I want them to be. Which is down. Whoops. You got to flip it around. Okay. Before you make it really tight. All right. Then we're going to take it right where I have the knot, where the loop is. I'm going to tie it just above that little knot. And that just helps the bow from sliding down. And you're just going to use the twist tie. Twist it around. Oops, that's not the twist tie, that's the rope. And I'm going to twist this all the way out, okay? Before I cut that off or anything, let me get the top of my bow, get it all the way it should be on here, okay? And then the piece of the twist tie that's still sticking out, I like to make sure the two of them are even. And what I'll sometimes do is just go back just a little bit on it, cut it off. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold it back into the bow. So that way it's not cutting the door. Okay. Now we're going to do our little tails on here. One, two. I'm going to cut this one a little shorter because I want the red to show from underneath it. You could leave it longer, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's okay. All right. And look. Turn it all around. Move this one out of the way. And look at, guys. Here's your door hanger, just like that. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Now, if you want to add some sort of embellishment up here, you can. If you want to, I'm not. And that's my door hanger. Isn't that cute? No, you can't see the whole thing. There's no way to show the whole thing. Let's see if I can switch to the front camera, if that will let me do it. Let's see if I can do it this way. I know it's all a distraction behind me. Maybe if I stand up. No, it doesn't help. Still can't show you. I can do it this way. So depending, you know, if you want this shorter, you can. I like it a little bit long just to give it, you know, some distance between the bow and, you know, the hearts itself. But look how cute. And how easy is that? Easy peasy, y'all. Easy peasy. Another masterpiece. I don't know. I think it is a masterpiece. No, kidding. So, now we can do another one and we can change up the ribbons on it. All right? Because that was really quick. We're going to use the same. I'm going to put that over there. We're going to use the same of these, but we're going to change up the ribbon. All right? So let me change you back. It's there. So again, we're going to do the same thing. Where's my wire? Where's my cutter? I'm going to take this. And we're going to cut another one. Now I'm going to cut off these extra pieces that we had from before, because needless to say we can't use them because there's nothing to hold them. Last time when I did this, Those didn't make it in. And the reason why I keep turning it, because it works better with the stem cutter. You can get closer to it. Okay. And now we cut one section. Oopsie, almost made the mistake. I did that at one and I wasted a whole section because I cut on the wrong side of it. There we go. And now this side. Where'd you go? Alright. So let's cut off the little bit of the edges there. Gosh golly. 1, 2, 3. I don't know where that one went. There we go. 4. And like I said, this is just to make it, because I don't like the edges sticking out like that. If I was doing something bigger, you know, that would cover more and stuff, then I probably wouldn't mind as much. But I just want to make sure nobody gets cut. And one more. Voila. So see, now the edges are nice. Okay, let's put you away because you're done. Alright. So same thing. You're going to get 2. Have them out here. 2 zip ties. Oh, little munchkins are up again. And we're going to run this one here. Just get it going on this side as well. Now again, don't want it all the way up here, want it down. And look, I almost forgot the hearts. I still want to use the hearts. So we use 3. A whole bag of these. If you want to get these hearts, they come in bags. They come from CraftOutlet. But if you order them, you have to order almost like 2 bags of them, because they don't give you enough to make one. I mean, for this project kind of thing. But if you want to use it for a regular wreath, they don't give you enough of them. And I think there's like 12 in a package or something. And I was like, oh, well, that doesn't help. Because, you know, if you're doing a wreath, it's 18. So let me bend that out a little. Make my life a little bit easier. Because now I got this hooked up to the wreath, which made it much harder. Because I almost forgot. And one more. Oops, get in there. Now you could do the same wreath. You can make it patriotic. You can do whatever. So it doesn't have to be hearts, but I'm in a Valentine mood. Now let me get my zip tie on the other side here because I crossed over. Crossed over the bridge. Okay. So again, we want to keep it, we don't want it all the way up, you know, tight. We want it down so that we can put our mesh in there. Start tightening a little by little. And this is so that you can make sure that your rail isn't sliding from side to side. I'm going to turn it towards me for right now in doing this. Stick here. There we go. So I want to make sure I get it in the center. Here we go. There we go. And then pull it tight with it. Got it. Snip it off. and just push it down so that way it's not sticking up. So it's sticking down, not sticking out here or sticking out here. All right, so let's get our mesh going. I'll just bring you over there. So again, we're going to cut 20 inches long on this. Oh, I put my thing away, didn't I? Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, or good afternoon, depending where you live. Good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to Known as Nutty Crafts. Hey, anywhere on that page, click anywhere. Just poke it. And if you do, 3 little dots are going to pop up at the top. And once they do, just hit the 3 little dots and so you can get notifications when I go live. Okay? So don't forget that that's really important so you don't miss out on some of the fun things that we do here. So here. So we're cutting 3 of these. Oh, excuse me. It's my dog. And 3. And this is a good way when you have like little remnants of small things of mesh. You can go ahead and these are, you know, small enough projects that the leftovers that you have that you might be able to use. And so we'll do the same one. This is only going to be 10 inches. Okay, so remember that. There's 1. 2. And 3. Hopefully I'm not missing any comments there. I try to keep up with them. Good morning to you too, sir. It is a cheerful morning here in the craft room known as Nutty Crafts. Hey, you guys, as you can see up there, there's my Etsy shop, and then goes one of my curls on the floor. Whoops. This will be available in my shop. It is dun, 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 for weeping. Shipping, get this, get this. Shipping is included. Did you know that? Did you know that? Yes, it is. It's $55 and it includes, wait, did I do that? Is that right? Yeah, $55. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Bargain. That includes the shipping, y'all. All right, so we're going to make all our little ruffles for the bottom here. And again, whoops, come back. Oh, I don't know if you can hear all that rustling in the background. That's the puppies going crazy. And we're going to go ahead and scrunch them all up. I like to make some things if I can, and as much as I can. I'll use clothespins. Like for the curls, I usually use clothespins. And if I'm doing this where it's going to, you know, like a bigger project than this, I'll have everything all clothespinned up to make it go faster. But, you know, you don't want to be here all day. All right. So we got our 2 hearts here. And let's go ahead and take our first ruffle. Put it sideways in there. Put it as close as we can to the edge. And tie it. The curl is not a tight curl. It's a, oops, not on my page. It's a loose curl. And what's good about this, because it has the lines, it makes it easy for you to keep your curls so that they're nice and even on the edge. You don't get that wonkiness on it. And then we'll go ahead, twist that twice, so I'm just opening up one. And let me fix this. The reason being that my things are not even. There we go. Much better. Okay. So see? And this is, like I said, this is an easy project. You could even do this with kids. I mean, you'll cut the, you know, the things for them, but the ruffles and stuff. But to put this together, there's no hot glue involved with this, which is what makes it easy and nice for them. And there we go with that one. And let's do our pearl. Unwind it once. And you don't have to unwind it once. I'm just doing it because these things are a little short. And I want to make sure these little snowbally things get caught on everything. And then I have my ruffle out. And I use it, you know, you can pull it down like this, however you feel comfortable doing it. And let's get our last ruffle. Pop it right in there. And get our last curl. Put that baby in there. And then fluff everything out. Make sure all your ruffles are standing up so that they're like a bookends here, so that they're all up, not one laying on top of the other. And voila, bottom is done. Now it's the tails. Now we're not gonna use the same ribbons. We're gonna use different ones. We're gonna use this one this time. Oops, wait, upside down. And we're gonna use this one. Why not? Why not, they say. Oops, put the wrong one back. Let's get these out of the way. That out of the way. When you're working on a small area, you got to make sure you put some things away so you have space. All right, so again, decide which one I want on the bottom. On this one, I don't know which one. We'll have to decide when we do it. Yeah, good girl. Yeah, good girl. All right, so we're going to cut these again at 12 inches, and we're just going to cut 3 of them. 3. All right, put this away. I always like to, some people will use rubber bands or some piece of elastic. I like the pins, but then the other point, I hate the pins because I wind up poking myself a lot too. So that can be, that could hurt. All right, so last 3 that we have to cut. 2, 3. Oh, look. I must have cut something. Huh? What? Sometimes I'll cut, and if I'm not using it, I'll put it back on the spool like that. Because what I was doing, I have a drawer full of all these pieces. And I'm like, oh. And then I'll forget about them, you know, when you have extra pieces. Or if it's, you know, the end of a roll and you only have a little bit, and rather than putting it on, you know, throwing it away. So I'll put it back on the spool like that. Didn't realize, you know, when you got so many ribbons, you don't realize it. You don't realize it. Oops. Make sure we got all those up there. Yay. All right, so here we go with these. Now these have hearts going the same way, so make sure that when you're doing it, you know, you're putting them in your ties over here, that you put them all in the same way. Because you don't want one heart going one way and the other one's going the other. Alright, let's get that out of the way. Alright, bring you back. Now I decide, do we want the hearts on top? Yeah. Did we do that on that one too? The other one we did the reverse, we put the black on top, but I want the hearts on top on this one. Fold it in half, scrunch it up, and let's put it in. All right. And I'll curl these up to keep the hearts a little bit closer. And we'll spread our ties out like that. See how cute? Look how cute that is. Cute. Easy peasy, as they say. I gotta remember which way my hearts are going. Okay, that way. Do the same thing. And we'll put this one in. And we'll split them again. There's that. One more. This is so much fun. You know what makes this so much fun, at least for me, in doing this, is that it's quick and it's easy, you know, to do. It doesn't take a lot of time, and you can do a lot of these. It's not, you know, I like making wreaths, and I still make wreaths. But this is, the finished product is so much quicker than doing 18, you know, twist ties and everything. So this is a cute little project. All right, so bottom's done. Look how cute. All right, put our tie on. See how long we want it. I'm going to loop it from the front. And I'm just going to turn it over so I can tie it. From behind a couple of times, make it nice and tight. And what's nice, they have this, I don't know what you call it, like grapevine, like knotted there to hold it. And what I try to do is put it on top of it. So see how my jute is on, this is where it's knotted, you know, from the material, the grapevine, and I put it on top. So that way it just gives it, you know, a little something else so it doesn't fall down or anything like that. Does that make sense? Makes sense. All right. So we already got this measured out like that. So when you're doing this, just make sure your things are the same. You don't want to crossed over. Tie your knot. And again, you could use wire jute. You could even use ribbon if you want to. I'm keeping this a little bit more in the rustic realm of things. So I went with the jute. And then we'll just make a knot a little further down to hold the bow. And again, it doesn't have to be a really big knot here. Cut off the excess there. And there we go. All right, bow tie. Oops. We're going to take our same two that we had. Hopefully, I'm going to put the black on top. I'm going to put this underneath, I think. So again, we just did 6-inch tails. So we put it face up here. We give it a half twist. And then we put it through. We're only going 3 inches out like we did the other one. 3 inches on each side. I like to twist it once it's in here. You could do it however you would like. If you want to twist it before you put it in, that's fine too. There's no right or wrong way. It's whatever way you feel works for you. Hold on, my bow's not. There we go. It was a little bit bigger on that side. Don't want it to be too big. We want them to be even. Even Steven, right? All right. So cut our tail. And let's roll it up. Let's go back to here so you can see better. And let's see if I have enough to do this one. If not, we can, I got more. So we said 2. Look at that. I sure do. Let's make this tail just a little bit longer. We can have this one longer on this one. And that's just because I don't want to waste the ribbon and cut off, 4 inches for nothing. Probably still going to have to cut off some, but a lot less to waste. I'd rather have it on the bow. Okay, so let's find another little piece in here. Hopefully. It's big enough. Yep, here we go. And see, that's why it's good to save all these little scraps of yarn. I'm going to use a black one on this since the black is on top. I could use white, but I'm choosing black. Bring it around. It's in between my 2 fingers, just like that. And you're going to twist it. Give it a twist or 2, and then make sure that your tails are down where they're supposed to be. Because that's, where's my other tail? Oh. Because that's very important. Don't want them all up there and wonky. And then just let the bow twist, because the bow twists it tighter than if you were to twist it. All right, we're going to open it up. Here's our cord. Make sure we have it the way we want it, and just above the knot. And we'll twist this on there. I snip it off. I like it, like I said, when they're even. This one's just a hair. And then I fold this back into the bow. All right. Let's get our tails cut. One, two, oops. That one wouldn't have been even. We want even tails. Now I'm going to leave these ones a little bit longer this time. And look. Whoop, where's the top of my cord? And then you just go ahead and you flip out your bow, just like you normally would. Oops. There we go. Fold it under there a little. And if it, like this one's kind of thick, and what you can do is just kind of go like this, and where it's tied in the middle, here, it just makes it a little bit more pliable, a little bit easier for you to maneuver the bow, around, set it where you want. I'm going to use the word bendable, but that's not really the word I want to use. I notice this one tail is longer. I hope I'm pulling the right one. Hold on. Yep, that's all I needed. It's just like a hair too long. Much better. And there we go. Oops, upside down. Come back to your tail. And there you go. And you can pull these down if you want these two like hanging in the middle like this. And then you can have the other two fanned out to the side. And see? Cute little project. And look, we made 2. What, in an hour? We made 2. So there's the bottom part of it. And then there's the little bow it's going to hang from. So let's switch cameras, see if I can get it so you can see. I'll stand up again. Oops. Of course I have my phone here, which I could do all this with, but for whatever reason. So there's the bottom, and there's the top. Now if you want it shorter, closer together, you can do that as well. It's up to you. I like to give some space between them. Okay? So that's it, guys. That's it. 2 projects we did in an hour. Woo, woo, So I just wanted to again let you know I'm going to be working on some of my stuff. So Nona's Nutty Crafts stays there, but you know, you got to do all this domain thing, even though I have one. So got to get all that worked out, and I will keep you posted, but I will be here on this Sunday in my group at, what is it, 7 o'clock? I'm going to be posting it. I will be doing a, surprise. I'm going to be making a wreath that I'm really excited about making with you guys. And it's going to be in my group, but it's with, Hardworking Mom, and in her group, we design in that group too, so it's going to be with the wreath therapies. That's what we call it. Wreaths on steroids too. It's what it is. Therapy wreaths, steroids. So I will be in here on my page. Then I'm going to post it all so you can see all the fantastic people that are going to be making some wreaths, so you can join everybody, because we all like to do, we like to show you different things that we make and stuff, and we share it with you guys. And if you like it, you can buy it. So again, up top is my, shop there, so you can go in there and see some great things. These guys will be posted in there today. So look for them, and I look forward to next time seeing you guys from Nona's Nutty Crafts. Bye.